Hello kids, I am Priyanka and I'm back again with my new chapter, The King's Choice. There was once a lion who was the king of forest. He was big and strong and very fierce. All the other animals in the forest called him the king. They brought him gifts from another corner, every corner of the forest. But the more the lion had, the more he wanted. The king must have a coat, he said to himself one day. He called a fox to his side. You are known to be a wise and clever creature, Fox, said the lion. I want you to be my adviser. Thank you, Your Majesty, said the fox, bowing low. The lion next called a leopard to his side. You are known to be a watchful and swift of foot leopard. I want you to be my bodyguard. Thank you, Majesty, said the leopard, bowing low. The lion then called a vulture to his side. You are a bird, vulture, and can fly high. You can be my messengers. Thank you, Your Majesty, said the vultures, bowing low. The fox and the vultures and the leopard took an oath of loyalty to the king. The king promised to give them food and protection. For some time, all went well in the court of the Lion King. The three courtiers never opposed to the king. His wishes were law. Whenever he rode, they stood in awe. Whenever he took a walk, they followed him. When the lion king went hunting, they found the animals for him to kill, and after that he had his meal, and the left remains for them, so that they always had enough to eat. One day the vulture came back from fight. Your Majesty, have you ever entered a camel? He asked. It is very tasty. I ate it once in the desert. The lion had never seen a camel, but he liked the idea of trying camel's meat. But where can we get a camel? He asked. There is a desert some miles away, said the vulture. I am flying over it, and when I saw a lone camel not far away, it looked big and fat. The lion looked at his other adviser, the wise experienced. He wanted their opinion. Now the fox and the leopard did not know the desert, but they did not want the vulture to seem wiser than them. So they said, since it was Vulture's idea, so he should lead the way. Early morning, the lion and his coach started off to the camel hunt. They reached the edge of the desert easily, but after they left the shelter of the forest, the day became very hot. The sun shone down their fire hot rays. High up the cooler in the vultures flew. Hurry along, he called. The camel is not far off. But the lion could not hurry any more. The hot sand had burned his paws. He could go no farther. Stop, he shouted to others. Let me go back to forest. I don't care about to try a camel's meat. The lion king advisor were frightened. The forest was far behind them, and they did not know how to get lion back home. The leopard wanted to run away. The vulture wanted to watch and wait and eat the lion later. But the clever fox thought a plan. Off into the desert he ran, saying, I will bring some help. After running for some time, the fox found the camel. The camel was indeed surprised to see him. Hurry up, friend camel, said the fox. Our king wants you at once. Your king? Said the camel. Who is that? I do not know any king. I only know my master, for whom I carry goods and across the desert. Our king, the lion, had killed your master, said the fox. Now you are free, and the lion invited you to live in his court. Come along. The camel followed the fox. The fox and the camel reached the lion camp, and the vulture and the leopard were surprised. Even the lion looked pleased in spite his burned paws. The camel was presented to the king. He agreed to serve the lion in return for home in his court. Get on camel's back, your majesty, said the fox. We will return home. The lion at once jumped on the camel's back. His courtiers, the fox and the leopard, jumped up behind him, and with the vultures flying ahead as a guide, they set off the long journey back to the forest. When the traveler reached the forest, they were all tired and hungry. The fox, the leopard, and the vulture looked at the camel. They then looked at each other and smiled hungry smiles. They had bought the camel for the king dinner. Now it was time for the feast. The lion king knew that his courtiers were thinking. He called the camel to him. Friend camel, he said, I have thanked you for saving my life. You are welcome to live as a court as you like. I promise you my protection. The lion courtiers were shocked. Had they not risked their lives so that he could try camel meat? And the king wanted to let the camel live. The courtiers were not pleased with the decision, yet they could not do anything. Now the lion paws were so badly burned that he could not go hunting. But that will not keep him growing very hunger indeed. Fox, leopard, vultures, he shouted. Don't you see that I am ill and hungry? Go and get some food for me. The courtiers had to obey the king, so they went, but they did not go far. They sat down in a safe place, discussed what they do. I know, said the fox. After a while, we shall make a camel ask to be eaten. He told the others to his plan. They all agreed, so back they went to the king. First, the vulture stepped forward. Your Majesty, he said, bowing low, we have found no food, but we cannot let your Majesty suffer. I am a poor creature. Eat me. The fox pushed the vulture aside. I have more meat on me, he cried. Eat me, your Majesty. Now the leopard rushed forward. I am not much good, he cried, but I can make a meal for the king. The camel listened to all these offers. He must do as much, he thought. Your Majesty, he said, I too am willing to give you my life for you. So please eat me instead of these old friends of yours. You will be more useful than I am. This is what the fox, the leopard, and the vultures were waiting for. They prepared to jump at camel, but the lion stopped them. You are all good and loyal subjects, he said. My heart is touched, and by offer I accept them all. I shall eat you in order in which you offered yourself. The vulture, the fox, the leopard, and were shocked. Away flew the vultures, away ran the fox and the leopard. They were never seen in the forest again. The lion laughed to see them go. Then he turned to the camel and said, you are my loyal and good. You shall be my friend as long as we are alive. The camel was happy and grateful. The lion thought of himself, to be a king is good, but to be kind is better. By Shankar. Thank you.